going?
We're good.
Awesome.
Now we just gotta let it happen.
It's true, man. Let the magic go.
Kitty, move!
He's fine. He won't make any noise or anything.
Yeah, I'm not upset with him. I just needed to put my legs there. You gotta get over the awkwardness.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's awkward.
It is awkward.
Alright. Get my laptop on here. Welcome to the Manly Men channel. I'm Brandon.
I'm Colton.
We're here to tell you about different manly things such as sports, cars, video games, comic books, comic book movies. More specifically, when we talk about movies, we'll probably talk about some other ones too. But there'll be shooting on here sometimes. We'll just do various things. But today we're gonna start our channel off with what we intend to be kind of the main idea of the channel, which is a podcast covering several of these topics at once.
Yeah, pretty much. And maybe we'll change. We're literally just starting out, y'all. So also, we're new. Being easy on us. Yeah. But also, I'll take some criticism. What is it?
Helpful advice would be nice. Because we don't know what we're doing.
What is the word I'm looking for?
Constructive criticism.
That's it.
That's what you're looking for.
That's it.
So Colton, who is going to go first today with their topics? Do you want it to be me or you?
You go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead. So today, I guess I'm going to start off with some automotive news. I still got to figure out exactly, how we're going to do this, because I don't know how much I want it to just be news versus entertaining things to hear about. And we have a lot of plans for making this look more professional. This will not be the permanent location. We're also going to throw up a TV so y'all can see what we're talking about, things like that. For this first video, I'll do my best to get photos for y'all of what we're talking about and maybe short video clips and try to enter it into the video itself. So hopefully we do that.
And look, and again, just starting out, y'all. Just starting out. And we talked about it a week ago? Literally a week ago?
Literally a week ago.
Joking about, hey, let's do a podcast, or hey, let's do something.
But what we figured out was there's tons of podcasts that cover specific topics. Like, you might find tons of people on YouTube talking about video games, or tons of you people on YouTube talking about cars, or guns, or sports, even though I think that's not probably quite as... I don't see that many sports channels on YouTube.
Not really.
Except for maybe Madden channels.
Yeah, if y'all want it, we'll do it.
Yeah. So, but we just figure, hey, we'll connect all these things and bring a channel where you have a one-stop place, and you get everything that you've been looking for. That you're already going through your subscriptions. You're watching all these videos. It's taking you, forever to find the right videos that cover the things you want to talk about. Well, now we're gonna put it all in one video for you, and hopefully it goes well. Hopefully you guys like it, because we think it's a pretty good idea.
It's a good idea, yeah.
So
it's going to be a channel to where it is obviously more directed towards guys stuff. But girls, maybe you'll like this too. Put something in the comments if you're a girl and you listen and you like it. That's cool.
Yeah,
but
you can be a manly man.
Yeah, you can be a manly man.
Sure,
ain't nothing against that.
Especially today's time, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, let's not get on that.
Alright, so anyways, I'll go ahead and start. So this is, I've kind of noticed something, if you ever watch Super Speeders Rob, he had a little video talking about why he basically bought a Chevy Volt, which is another electric car, over a Tesla, which is another totally electric car. The Volt has a gas tank as well. So he basically bought that car because it gets him out of the range anxiety, right? So, with a Tesla, you've got 300 miles of range and stuff like that, but once that runs out, you're 5 hours charging it. I don't know, but
so
I'm
Tesla
assuming...
doesn't have a gas tank?
No gas tank whatsoever. Totally electric, 100%.
Yeah. I like the way Tesla's looking and everything. But
Yeah. They're sick cars.
What do you do?
They're super expensive.
But imagine if you're driving through, the ghetto or something, and that's where your Tesla gets stuck there.
Yeah.
It's gone. Your tire's gone.
Oh, you're done.
You're done.
Yeah, you're totally done. Well, I was going to talk about Tesla as well, but I'm going to start with Nissan. And this will all break into Tesla because Tesla is kind of famous for some of their technology, obviously. They're really a technology company that just started making cars.
What, really?
Yeah, totally.
They're technology? Oh, wait, hold on.
That's all they are. They just happen to make cars, but they're a technology company. They're like Apple.
Can I get like a Nissan toaster? Is that a thing?
You can't get a no Tesla.
Oh, Tesla.
Tesla is the electronic company.
Well, could I get a Tesla toaster? That kind of rolls off the tongue, to be honest. I get a Tesla toaster.
I don't think you can, but you can get a whole roof of Tesla solar tiles if you wanted. Yeah, and they can power your house.
That's kind of cool.
Actually, there's a funny story about that. I saw, and I didn't watch it, but I saw like a little video thing, or maybe it was just an article. I don't know, but there's a dude who installed the Tesla solar roof and is powering his house entirely. Like, he's not using any electricity. And now the city is making him pay taxes on the electricity that he's creating from the sun.
That's stupid.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know. You can't win. The government's always going to take whatever they want.
You hear that? We're watching you.
They're watching. They heard us.
Holy crap. Yo.
They're calling.
Be back in a second.
Back to what we were talking about. Nissan. That's where we're going to start. We're starting with Nissan. Okay? You know, the only cool thing they ever have done in the entire history of their company is the GTR, but forget about that. Okay? Unless you're one of the women watching this channel, you probably like the little SUVs or something. But
it's offensive, dog.
And if you do.
Is it offensive? That seems offensive.
I mean, I'm pretty sure a higher percentage of girls drive SUVs. That's all I'm saying.
I drove an SUV. And it was purple.
Shaniqua.
We'll go over that story later. Another day.
Well, anyways, Nissan has taken a step forward. Also, apparently, Toyota and Lexus are planning on doing this. I'm not sure. According to this article, which it's kind of weird, it's talking about Nissan offering it standard, but apparently Toyota could possibly get it out at the same time, if not a little bit quicker as well. So, anyways, what we're talking about is auto emergency braking, which you've probably seen on some cars. Basically, you've probably seen commercials for it. I know I have.
Yeah, I think I already know talking about it, to where it'll be the commercial to where someone will be in the car and they're not paying attention.
And then it just
and then
stops
there'll be a little dog.
kid. Yep.
Something in the road.
Yeah, and it stops for it.
Okay, yeah.
Totally. So that's what this is all about. Now, essentially, automakers have created a pact, and they've all agreed that by 2022, the year 2022, that they're going to make automatic emergency braking a standard feature on all new cars.
All cars? Wait.
Yeah.
All cars? Not
all
just
cars.
Not just Nissan?
Not just Nissan, no. So, like, here's some companies that are in that. I'll just read them off to you. We got Nissan, Audi, BMW, FCA, which I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't know what that is. Ford, General Motors, so, that's Chevy, that's GMC, that's every single thing under the General Motors umbrella. You got Honda, Hyundai, Jaguar, Land Rover, Kia, Maserati, Mazda, Mercedes, Mitsubishi, Porsche, Subaru, Tesla, Toyota, Volkswagen, Volvo, anything that you would ever consider buying, essentially, will have automatic, or a standard automatic braking by 2022. Now, like I said, Toyota and Lexus are supposed to have it implemented on almost every single model by the end of this year. So I guess that might be the 2018 model years, which is also what Nissan is doing. So Nissan is making it standard on, looks like 7 new models. So you got the Altima, which is obviously a super popular car. I see them all the time around here. The Murano, which is a little SUV, which I see a ton of. Leaf, the Pathfinder, the Rogue, and the Rogue Sport, Maxima, and Sentra. Unless, and this is interesting. So I don't know if this is going to be the case for the entirety of this, because it says except for manual transmission cars and Nismo, but we'll just focus on the manual transmission part, because like sports cars are still coming with manual transmissions. As far as Mustangs, Camaros, Challengers, all those things are coming with manual transmissions. I don't really see those going away anytime soon. So maybe if you get one of those, even in 2022, you still may not have automatic braking unless they figure out a way to do it. But
you think that people that have those brakes are going to make fun of the people that don't have the brakes? Oh, look at this peasant.
Maybe, but let me ask you this: if every single car starts having it, will there ever be an accident?
Yes, there'll still be an accident somehow.
We're going to get to that, because that brings up the Tesla thing here in a second.
Can you imagine that? Oh, dude, look at these little peasants. They have to use their foot to brake.
Well, it doesn't. You still have to use your foot to brake. It's just if you're about to hit something, it'll hit brake for you.
Daggum, you're right. I didn't even think about that. You're right.
It's not just gonna be like, oh yeah,
dude, I was thinking,
I was the gas.
I was thinking you just chill there. You just use the gas, and somehow it just knows when to brake.
No,
you're right. No. Dang, never mind. I apologize, peasants.
So, anyways, that made me think of Tesla, which is why we're getting into this. I thought I'd share that with you just in case that's something you didn't know. But Tesla has actually teased another model. If you've been keeping up with Tesla, you'll know that they're coming out with the $35,000 roughly Model 3, and that's supposed to be their new, I guess, like a affordable option. So you're not going to quite get the range you get out of a Model S or a Model X, but you're coming in at $100,000 cheaper. So I mean,
yeah, they'll do it.
Yeah. So I mean, and they have apparently had a ton of people put down deposits. Like I think at one point it was like 395,000, something like that. We don't know where they're at today. That was like a year and a half ago, and they haven't really updated anything. But I know the first one's supposed to be delivered. I think it says here, like in October or something. Let's see. I think I put it in my little notes. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, no, next month. Excuse me. So the first Model 3 should come out or be delivered to its customer next month.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah. And so, but basically, you got another model come out, the Model Y. Now, this is going to be an extreme compact SUV, which is a pretty booming segment right now. You've got a lot of, if you just look around here, you'll see a ton of the like crossovers instead of just like the massive SUVs like we used to have back in the day, or things like that. So especially if you're looking for, and again, this is probably more geared towards women, if I'm being honest.
Okay, be honest.
I'm being honest.
You be honest.
I mean, you see a girl, what is she driving? She's either driving like a Lexus IS or she's driving a little cute Camry or some crap.
I mean, not really where we're from. I've seen a big old truck.
Oh yeah, well that's
where we're
welcome
from.
Welcome to Bama.
Yeah, welcome to
Roll
Bama.
Tide, roll Tide.
Y'all noticed our probably slight accents. Yeah, haven't figured it out. Yeah,
we are from Alabama.
We're some good old Southern boys.
Yeah, he's an Alabama fan. I'm not. I'm not gonna tell you what I am because then I'll just get made fun of all the time.
That's a different episode, dog.
That's a different episode.
Later.
We're doing sports later, guys. So basically, Model 3 has been teased. It's virtually you see nothing. So what's his name? Elon Musk. Sorry.
The musky car.
The Musk man. No, it's the CEO, dude. Colton doesn't know about cars.
No, look, that's his thing. That's his manly man thing. I'll get the other stuff, y'all. Who's this musky man?
So Elon Musk. This is a guy who's like a weird genius. You remember my wife was telling you the other day that he's like, did she tell you about the video game thing?
No.
That he thinks? So Elon Musk, he actually has this theory that if you've looked at how technology has progressed just since like video games came out. So if you look at the 60s, we had Pong. And then in the 90s, you started seeing lifelike graphics in a way, and animations. And now you look at how far from that till today, it's unbelievable. Like, you look back at the
You're talking about, like, think of the same thing, but in, like, car aspects?
No. We're legitimately talking video games right now.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just for a second.
Oh, cool. Something I know
about. Yeah, something you know about. So you can tell graphical improvement has just jumped a ton
insane.
since, like, the 90s, right?
Even like, in the past 10 years.
Yeah. You think about, like, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas or something?
Have you ever gone... Okay, you remember Grand Theft Auto 3? That one? Or Vice City, either of those?
Vice City, yeah, absolutely.
Have you gone back and looked at those now?
Oh, yeah. I remember Vice City, so he'd be, like, picking up a cup or whatever. He'd be like... But his hand would stay like this. So it'd be
like... if you go back and look at those now, dude, oh, man, it looks so bad. Or, like, even San Andreas, like, if you look at CJ's hands, his fingers are cubes.
Yeah, they're cubes, yeah.
Oh, it's so bad.
Or, well, rectangular prisms.
Well, either way. But either way,
giants.
I mean, it's not a knock on the game. I love San Andreas.
Yeah,
but if you go look back at it now and look at Grand Theft Auto 5, it is
That's
crazy.
what I'm saying. So that's what he's saying. And he's saying because of that is proof that really all we are is a video game. And some people are playing us in the distant future. And that's just how lifelike video games
that's his theory?
That's his theory, yeah. He thinks that people are playing us and we are the video game.
That's kind of cool.
And we're like, it's such an advanced video game.
Do you think since we're thinking about that right now, that like we're gonna break the system?
No, because we're like, I don't know, man. I don't think any of it's true, but maybe he thinks that.
I mean,
well, he may not think that because if he thought it was gonna break the system, he probably wouldn't say it. But he's the one spreading it out.
I mean, yeah.
But he's also the guy that
That's
wants
terrifying.
to take us to Mars and stuff like that.
That's like a terrifying thought that like all the actions we make.
I think by 2030 it was that he was supposed to have like civilizations built on Mars.
He's not gonna. That's not happening by 2030.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, but
we'll get back to his cars that he's building. So basically, the Model Y, it was expected at first to be based on the Model 3 platform. So you probably people were kind of expecting it to come in at a lower price. We're not sure anymore because he was upset kind of how the Model X did because they used it on the Model S platform. The Model S is a sedan. So he basically what he's saying is the Model 3 platform would not. It's built for a car, right? So just like the Model X, he felt like he could have made that SUV better by building it on an SUV platform, not a car platform. So what he's going to do here is he's going to make its own platform so that the car truly works all within itself. And it's, it flows together nicely. But anyways, that's just kind of what they're doing. So, compact SUV. But what I wanted to really talk about with Teslas is that really the whole goal of buying a Tesla is you're trying to save either gas money or safety, stuff like that, or you're trying to limit your footprint on the environment, whatever. And they're so safe. That's what you would think of because you got a car that can drive itself, it can brake for itself, it avoids accidents all the time.
What do you think about the future of whenever all cars just driving themselves and we're basically just sitting in the car? You think that'll be a thing eventually?
I don't know because I actually heard some guy talking one time about self-driving cars, and he thinks it's going to create a huge issue for the government. Because whenever it goes to avoid an accident, or at the very least make an accident safer, who's it going to make it safer for? Like, is it only going to protect the people in the car?
Gosh,
you get what I'm saying? So it's like the robot's going to choose who lives. It's like how do they?
Dude, it's literally like iRobot. Yeah, where he was like, save the girl, and the robot was like, no,
it doesn't make any logical sense, right? So that's going to be the issue. It's like
that's crazy.
Yeah, is it going to defend you or everybody? Is it like, well, I can split the difference and make the...
I can see it now. Yeah. Like, iPhone car, iCars are racist. They never save the babies.
yeah, I can see that happening, yeah. So that's going to create a whole legal mess whenever we get there. And Tesla's kind of pushing us there. So the Model X is already in such an advanced autopilot that it can totally drive itself now. And so Uber is talking about... I think
that's already a thing, the Google cars, isn't that already a thing? The Google cars
they drive around all the time in LA. Apple actually has a car that they're making.
Really?
Yeah, that they're testing right now. And
I can already imagine seeing an Apple car.
What do you picture when you picture an Apple car?
Like a white car, like a white fancy car.
I don't think of fancy actually. I think of like a weird I don't know why, but I think of almost like a smart car shape, just all white.
Okay, and if they were ever to have like back to iRobot, the white robots, robot, those look like
Apple
Apple
made
robots.
Those robots.
Apple would make those.
Apple would have made those robots. You're right.
Apple,
what if they do? What if they end up making robots and they end up looking just like?
I don't know if it'll be in our lifetime, but I am sure they will. At some point, Apple will make robots.
I mean, we got a long life left.
I mean,
Technology's going so fast.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, look, you buy a computer, and in 3 years, that computer's trash.
Yeah. You guys might know, there's this thing that I heard, I think it's 2030 or something, to where technology just supposed to skyrocket out of nowhere. I want to say it's around 2030, to where all of a sudden technology is just going to go out the roof, flying cars, I don't know, teleporters, just insane future stuff is going to happen really quick.
I heard it was going to be 2015 from a certain movie, but it didn't happen.
Gosh, what movie?
Back to the Future.
Oh, you're right. I'm embarrassed to think about that. Very embarrassed to think about that.
But,
we have hoverboards now, you know that?
Yeah.
But they're not, I mean...
They're super expensive. Lexus made one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, $30,000.
The ones that I know are you have to be in a skate park. Look, okay, I had the idea for a hoverboard, no joke. But obviously I didn't know how to put it into play.
We could talk all day about the ideas that me and you have come up with through childhood that people just took from us.
But look, no joke. I remember having this thought. The way, obviously, it's probably more to it, but the thought I had was, you know how magnets push each other apart? Mm-hmm. That was my thought. I was like,
using magnets to make
you can probably have opposite things push them apart and it floats. And
okay, but so wait, they make the thing out of a reverse magnet. The skate
part has to be the opposite magnet, and the hoverboard is the other magnet. I'm sure there's more to it. I don't know the details.
What if that was the case? What would happen if your foot got caught in between the two? Like, would it push it out, or would it like?
Nothing happens if you have two magnets. Put your finger in between. Nothing happens.
Oh, it disconnects them for a second, doesn't it? What's it do? We need two magnets.
I don't know. I've only got two magnets here.
Yeah, we do. We got a fridge. Oh, dude, there's two on that thing. Go get them.
I get them.
We'll push them against each other. We'll put something in between it too. Spontaneous. After this, I'm getting to my actual point, guys, because Colton's incredibly distracting.
What do you want me to do? Not talk?
No, you're good.
I don't think he's actually.
They're not even working. Whatever. Okay, just sit them here on the table. We'll just get back to what we were talking about.
This for nothing. But either way, long story short, I had that idea.
Well,
I mean, obviously, I didn't know the details of it, but that was my thought, to have magnets push each other away. You can do it with a skateboard. I mean, I would always thinking of more of it as to be the for a car, like a flying car, because I was a little kid, and flying cars would be awesome.
That would be a really cool way to do it.
But I don't know, a car might be too heavy. You'd have to probably have some serious magnets.
Yeah. Who knows? We'll see what they do.
Yep. Hey, if y'all end up making flying cars like that, we had it first.
You gotta send some money to Colton.
Yes. Like, I've had that since I was like 5. Like, come on, help me out. Anyway, go ahead.
So, what's weird is with all that safety technology that Tesla has, even though y'all probably forgot we were even talking about Tesla. But anyways.
Continue
Tesla.
With your story, man.
Okay, Tesla. So you would think, wow, this car's super safe. It's avoiding accidents. Insurance has got to be so cheap on them because they never break down. Or, I mean, they never wreck.
Yeah.
Well, let me show you this.
Show me, dude.
What does that say, Colton?
It's going to cost you 30% more to insure that Tesla. Why? Tell me why.
So, AAA plans to raise its auto insurance rates, and maybe this isn't all companies yet. We'll see where that goes. But AAA is the one that has come out and said this. They basically are claiming that the Model S and the Model X have abnormally high claim frequencies. So whether that's accidents or something like that, at some point they're doing more claims on those cars. So Tesla is saying it's got to be flawed. So they're saying the analysis is severely flawed and is not reflective of reality. They're saying some of the reasons that they believe that this is not accurate is because it's comparing the Model S and the Model X to cars that are not remotely close to it, such as a Volvo station wagon, for example. AAA has kind of responded. It says that it's its own data. It's had higher claim rates. We're not sure if it's going to affect the Model 3. It's really hard to say, but basically what we're seeing here is they're getting to like a lot of crashes, which is weird because you would think
a car that's not supposed to crash.
Yeah, it's supposed to avoid a lot of crashes.
That's literally the exact opposite.
So it's kind of making you wonder: is all this safety stuff working? Like, is it actually doing what it's supposed to do? Because I see, I actually saw a video. The Tesla avoided an accident, and in front of it, it did. It stopped in time. It read that it was happening. It's super cool stuff. Like, I think it's really cool technology, but it stopped so hard the car behind him couldn't stop, and it rear-ended the Tesla. So I wonder if that's where some of these claims are coming from. Because if it is, then maybe this isn't such a serious problem. Maybe the Tesla's doing its job, but there's still not enough auto-braking cars to stop the other cars on the road.
Do you think that if the car behind it also would have had those auto-braking brakes, that it could have stopped?
That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe there's just not enough of that technology out right now for this to work the way that Tesla needs it to work. Maybe it's working as far as the Tesla avoiding an accident, but it can't keep the cars behind.
It's crazy to think about the technology behind that. Like, if all cars, you
should see it. It's freaky. There's videos it can read it. It'll just start braking out of nowhere. And you're like, why are you braking? It'll beep, and then it'll just see an accident happen.
That's crazy.
It starts braking before
the accident. What if
you're
in the car, it starts beeping, and you're like, no! It's something invisible in front of you, like Harry Potter with
the car is a mile down the road wrecking. That's all it is.
Like Harry Potter's in front of you with his cloak.
Invisibility cloak. What if it do? I wonder if it picks it up. How good is the invisibility cloak? That's something they don't talk about. Does it keep you off? No, it doesn't keep you off radar because, we don't know how that map works. But it showed it on the map. It showed him moving, remember?
Yeah, but look, my whole point was how funny would it be to hit some kids, in a car.
Not that funny.
That you just saw, you said your random, you're about to murder someone beep. Beep, beep, beep.
And then he just
Harry!
But really, it was just the cars. right down the block.
But obviously, that wouldn't happen because Tesla's apparently, well, maybe it would happen.
I don't know. I don't know how it works with the invisibility cloak. I mean, it might be impervious to that technology.
We'll get there.
We'll see one day. We'll get Harry Potter out there, test it out. But basically, another reason why these rates are going up, it's not just, and this is kind of the problem with Teslas, and I'll get into it really quick, and I'll just forget these notes. So once they're in a wreck, their parts are incredibly expensive to replace.
I imagine, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta, basically, the entire floor of a Tesla is batteries. Like underneath your
it's gotta be. It's gotta store all the power.
Exactly. So, and another thing, those are only good for a certain amount of charges. It's just like any battery.
Well, yeah, because the battery life.
Right. Yeah. So, like on your phone, you know.
Huh.
Yeah, and whenever you get to that, you know, it's probably going to be a $10,000, $20,000 replacement on all your batteries.
Yeah.
And Tesla was actually, you know, that's on top of that. You also have the range thing, and they by far the best range of any electric vehicle. Like they're going 300 and plus miles on one charge.
Yeah, but no gas tank.
Exactly. So Tesla, you know, it's putting superchargers out, which are quick charging, but you know, you're still looking at like 3 to 5 hours. I would assume. I haven't looked up exactly. I could. But they actually had a cool program that they recently abandoned, and it was a battery swap program. So what it was is you pull up to a Tesla area that they have, you know, batteries stored at, and they swap out your batteries. Like, and I don't know how they do it. You know, there'd be a lot of technology because you can't just take a car apart in 10 minutes. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you have to find a way to get like a battery that can power most of it at least, you know, like quickly accessible, so that you can pull it out and put another one in, and then they can keep that one and charge it up. But they had a battery swap thing they were trying to work on, but they've abandoned that recently, and so they're just going to they're going back to just charging stations. They got a new semi truck coming out. It's supposed to have like tons of range.
You think that whenever, because I mean,
totally electric semi truck.
Well, let's be honest, like, gas is going to be gone eventually. You think that's going to replace our gas stations as charging stations?
Probably.
And, like, even if you drive down the road, you know, it's a charging station.
You know, apparently hydrogen is a much better way to do it. Apparently
I think we're running out of... Are we running out of hydrogen, too?
I think you just mix... I don't think so.
Is that the one that makes your voice squeaky?
That's helium.
Oh, I'm thinking of helium. Never mind. We're probably good. Because I remember people making jokes. Like, oh, look at us wasting this helium on our voice making us squeaky. Little do they know, we're almost out of it. Apparently helium is like a very valuable source.
I didn't know that. I had no idea. All I know is it blew up some balloons.
Yeah, but it's also a very valuable source.
I didn't know
that we're just wasting.
I didn't know that.
Well, now you know.
But we're going to get off Tesla now because basically, as you can see, there's just some issues with Tesla. But I think that but I feel like I'll say one more thing. The semi-truck that they're doing, that's a cool idea. The problem is unless an 18-wheeler, you know, some people are going and making 3 or 4 trips a day. I mean, you know,
that it's so big, it would probably have to have a significant more amount of batteries.
It will, but the issue becomes, you know, if it's a cross-country trek, once he runs out of battery, I mean, he's down for a while to charge it.
Oh, yeah.
And that's stuff that you can't really deal with because, you know, if he was doing gas, it's just boom, boom, boom at a gas station.
Yeah.
So we'll see what it goes to, but let's go and move on to the next topic. So, golly, we're already almost 30 minutes in.
Yeah, that's just one. Let's leave it at that right now.
You sure?
Yeah.
Let me talk about this, because this is stupid to me. I gotta tell people about this.
Okay, dude, speak your mind. Let the world know.
What you will come to find out, you're gonna find out right now at this moment. But you're gonna hear it so many times.
You're so passionate, but I can see it.
You're gonna find out so many times. You're gonna hear it all the time. My dream car, Lamborghini Huracan. Okay, you know, they're roughly. You know, I've been looking. I'm always looking. 180 grand is the cheapest one.
Always looking, dude.
180 grand, cheapest one in the country.
Put on a t-shirt.
But I mean, they're all hovering around. You know, we'll say the range is 180 for used, 180 to like 250 used. I mean, you could get it. I think you get a new one right around the 250 mark as well. But that's pretty low spec. So, I mean, it's a Lamborghini. Hey, it's a Lamborghini. You want a low spec Lamborghini?
Lamborghini, if you want to sponsor us,
we'll take it.
He'll take it. I'll be honest, I don't care too much, but he'll gladly take it.
You don't care about a Lamborghini.
It's not that I don't care. It's just that, like, it's not my passion. It's just not my passion. Like yours.
Anyways, the point is, if you had $200,000, you could go buy a Lamborghini, and a good one. Or you can do what this dude did. So they have the 2017 Honda Civic R coming out. You know, like 235 horsepower, probably. Some terrible crap. Let me see.
Terrible. It's just simply awful crap, dude.
All right, so this car is like a $35,000 car. I was totally wrong about the horsepower. It's 306 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque. Okay? I mean, it's a cool-looking car. I'm not going to lie to you. They made it where it's only hatchback, if you haven't seen it. But it looks sick.
It does look...
As far as a Honda Civic goes, yeah.
I'm looking at it here on the screen. As someone who doesn't care too much about cars, I'll say that's a cool looking car.
It's a cool-looking car. It's not a $200,000 car, to me. $35,000? It's cool.
Oh,
but somebody...
I don't think so either.
The first one that was built for America is being auctioned off. Or maybe overall, the first one that was built. And they auctioned it off for charity. Somebody has bid $200,000 on a Honda Civic.
That's embarrassing.
Well, I mean, I guess the good thing about it is they're doing it for charity.
Yeah, at least it's for charity.
But I mean, Lamborghini. You know, or like any other $200,000 car.
Like for you, you do it for anything, but Lamborghini.
I mean, you can do a lot of better stuff, but I'm just saying, literally any $200,000 car.
Charity buys Lamborghini. What charity is it for? Do you know?
Whatever charity they. Oh wait, excuse me. Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation. So that's a heck of a charity. I mean, that's really good. You know. I mean, it's a good thing.
It's never really a bad thing to do a charity, I would say.
But I mean, for that guy, he does get the joy of knowing that he did something good for the world, but he also gets the Honda Civic. And okay, so they got a new Mustang coming out. Celine, Automotive has
I've heard about this
debut. Have you?
From you, yeah.
This part?
I've heard the word Celine Mustang.
Oh yeah, because I got one for sale at Town and Country Ford.
Yeah. Yo, sponsor yo.
Hit us up. Anyways, they start at, and we're joking about that, obviously.
I'm gonna ask you, joking. Who would want to sponsor us?
We have zero views. Currently.
Zero views. Like, our language is probably awful. Like they're gonna hear us and be like, "Look at those hicks." Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Listen to those hicks. Yeah. It's awful. Yeah. But look, man. That's a joke.
It's a joke. We're not looking for sponsorships, people. We're just trying to make
unless you want to reach out.
Unless you want to. We'll take it. We're not going to not take it.
Yeah, we're not going to not take it.
Okay, so Celine is making an $87,000 Mustang, which I'm not going to lie to you, that's right around what you're going to pay for a GT350R. Okay? They're limiting production to 30 cars, so if you manage to get one at $87,000, you probably did really good. Because I'm imagining there's going to be some markup on that. However, with it being through Celine, they may not mark it up because they're already like a tuner anyways, so they're going to be building those in-house. So they might just charge you what it costs. It's hard to say. I wouldn't know because I never bought a Celine Mustang. But they're going to have that thing, let's see. Okay, so you're going to have, I guess it's the stock 5.0. It doesn't say anything about a different motor. But they put a 3.2 liter liquid-cooled supercharger that's going to produce somewhere between 730 and 750 horsepower on that Mustang. Ooh, so that's pretty sick. So if you got 87 grand, you know, that might be the way you want to go. Or you can get the G350R. Although, honestly, this right here, you know, it might be the better buy. It's hard to say. I'll never drive one, so. Anything else? Oh, yeah. So.
I like that.
Yeah, you like the Porsche?
I like the way that looks.
So they got a Porsche Turbo S. You're not going to like the price. They got a Porsche Turbo S. That's coming out, 911 Turbo S, and they made an exclusive series. So this is a special edition, limiting it to 500 units worldwide. It comes in some sick paint colors.
I like that paint color.
This is the gold. So this is the.
Yeah, y'all can't see it, but it's like a gold.
I'll try to throw up a picture during this. I'll try to put these pictures on the video so that you guys know what we're talking about here. I mean, it's a pretty sick looking car.
Like, look at our ugly faces.
I'm gonna show you real quick, Colton, just because you're gonna need to see all of these.
Oh yeah, I love that. That's cool. I drive that.
Let me get you the inside. The inside is awesome. So what they did here, and you guys, I'll do my best to put this picture on here.
Again, yeah.
Basically, they've taken the seats, and there's 2 layers of leather on the seats. Mm-hmm. Okay, and they put perforations in the top layer, and so the top layer is black leather. Underneath is gold leather, and they put perforations in the black leather so that you can see the gold leather shining through.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty sick, huh? And they have carbon fiber all through here. I mean, it's super nice. Let's see. Let's see what these are going for. So the pricing for these begins at $258,550, which they're saying is not much more than a maxed out Turbo S. I don't actually know where the Turbo S start at right off the top of my head. But it does give you some boost in horsepower. It's not just an appearance thing, although this is pretty sick. You might want to see this. So that's the hood. You get look, there's a watch comes with it.
The watch on your
that
hood?
Watch comes with that. No, it's not on your hood. I mean, they put it on the hood because it's carbon.
Oh, my bad.
There's no watch on the hood.
I thought that was like your hood on the hood.
Also, you get a luggage set if you want the luggage set to match your car. It's pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. It's a nice looking car. Just expensive. I mean, you
very James Bond-esque. When I look at that. It reminds me of
James Bond's always drove Aston Martin though.
I mean, yeah, but you showed me the watch and then you showed me the matching little briefcases or whatever, and I think, it's James Bond.
This thing's a performance beast as well. It's also going to go 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds with a top speed of 205 miles per hour. It's going to go 0 to 124 miles per hour in 9.6 seconds. That's cutting 0.3 seconds off the normal Turbo S. So, I mean, it does give you, it's from 580 horsepower was what the regular Turbo S is. You're going up to 607. And you're getting 553 foot-pounds of torque. So, I mean, it's a good upgrade. It's just expensive. But we'll kind of show that off to you guys. If we had the money, absolutely me and Colton would buy this stuff. We don't have the money.
I can say me and Colton.
I would buy this stuff.
Yeah, you go.
But Lamborghini. But one more cool thing about this. So the stripes on it are actual strips of carbon fiber.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like
They're actual strips of carbon fiber going down the entire car. So that's pretty sick. That's mainly what I have. So that's kind of what the automotive news will be. I definitely went over a little bit. I took a little over 30 minutes on that. So
yeah. Again, it's one of our first videos, guys. You got any criticism you want to give us about, maybe it's weird seeing that side of his face,
or he's hideous, or gosh, these guys really suck at YouTube, or anything really.
All of these things.
Just things that make us feel better like that, because that's stuff we need to get. Wait. No. Instead, tell us maybe you should change the lighting a little bit, because I really like what you guys are doing.
You suck.
Yeah.
But do this and you'll suck less. That's what I want.
That'd be nice. We're just trying to suck less.
That's all you can really.
That's all we can really do. I mean, suck less. That's the goal of the channel.
Should I put that on my gravestone? Suck less. Cool.
My whole life tried to suck less. All right, Colton. Let's So guys, Colton is about to take this off, and I'm pretty excited about some of his topics because if you're not living under a rock, one of the things that may bring you to this video, and don't worry, I know I started off first, and none of you cared about it. If you're here for this.
None of you. No one.
No one cared about anything I just said. I'm going to put an annotation in there for you to skip straight to this part. Because here we are at the E3 recap coverage.
It's true. Look, guys, if you haven't figured it out, Brandon, he's going to be your sports, your cars, your man stuff. I mean,
Colton's going to be man stuff.
I'm your other man stuff. Yeah. I'm your movies, your comic books, your video games.
He's the kind that's going to get you not
excited,
women, but not women. And then
that's debatable.
Okay,
maybe not good.
I'm saying you got a cool car. You know some stuff about sports. Let me combine the two for you. Professional athlete.
That's true. Look, I won't front. Your stuff's a little bit.
You want to be a professional athlete or a professional gamer? Which one's getting the girls?
I can't win this argument. You know that.
Okay, all right then.
But look, I'm for you other guys out there. For the guys, aren't into that. Like, whenever Brandon inevitably talks about sports, I'm gonna be lost. I'll be honest. I'm not gonna know who LeBron O'Keefe is, or any of them dudes.
I'm a cool dude's name. I'm gonna name my son LeBron O'Keefe.
I ain't getting this. Not going in.
Oh, we're back.
All right, guys. It's my turn. E3. This video game talk time. Video games. Now, probably the biggest thing that we, all dudes, even if you're not really keeping up with E3, almost everybody knows this. We have talking about the Xbox One X. Ooh, new console time.
Xbox One X.
Xbox One X.
I'm looking
now, Yeah, you go ahead and pull it up. It'll be good for you to have that.
You got all of that stuff for yourself, but I ain't got none of it.
That's right. You pull it up. Now, me, growing up, we'll start out. I was I had Nintendo 64. Then I had might have been a GameCube, and then PS2, Xbox.
Sorry,
it's
looking good. It's looking good.
It's looking
what I'm
good.
seeing on here, you're looking good.
So I was a console kid all growing up, y'all. Consoles, awesome, and you know what? Y'all starting to catch up. Because I'll be honest right now, I'm a PC person now. That's not hating on consoles. Y'all do your thing. If that's what you like to play, you play.
Dude, I got an article in here and I hate to interrupt you. It just popped up, probably since we've been filming. It's basically saying Microsoft won't be making any money on these at $500, and that's what they're selling for.
No, don't make money.
It says Microsoft company not making money on Xbox One X at $500.
Well, they wouldn't. Look, the article might say that, but they're going to make money. They wouldn't. They're Microsoft. They're not going to just put this thing out and not make money. They might not make as much as they want, but it's not like they're not going to make money. But, that's the thing. Is like a new console coming out. Everyone freak out. Get ready for Christmas and stuff. People going to be trampled getting the new system. I'm not quite sure what the release date is. Let me look that up real quick. Let's see.
Okay. So sorry, I haven't listened to a word you've been saying because I was just trying to figure out what they're talking about. Why would even say something like that? Turns out what he's basically saying is they're going to focus on making the money from the games. So they want to give you the best they can at a good price. So essentially what they've done is they've tried to really separate themselves from PlayStation. And what they've said is we'll take little to no money off of these consoles and make it all up in the games whenever they sell like crazy.
Now, what I hope about that is I hope the game prices don't go up because of that.
I mean, you just do more. What you'll do probably because they're gonna have the clear better console. They're gonna have the clear better console right now, unless not counting PC, obviously. But they're Microsoft. They own the PC world.
Yeah.
So really, what you're talking about is you're gonna have more exclusive titles, I guarantee you, from this.
Oh, I'm sure you would. Like the trailer for the Xbox One, it showed all of the Microsoft exclusives. Like they had Halo on there, Gears of War. I believe Forza was on there. Like all the
my game right there.
Yeah. I can't play racing games. They make me too mad. One mistake and you're just done.
You know what you need though is Forza Horizon 3. Plus Forza has a rewind button if you mess up.
Yeah, but it takes me out of it. I'm supposed to be a racer, I'm supposed to have these time powers.
Forza Horizon 3 is a little more arcadey, so you can go off road and crap in
okay, that's cool.
$2 million cars and just take.
But regardless, guys, we'll get the new freaking system out. Isn't that cool? And if you want to look at some details of it, just Google it. But from what I know, all we really know so far is we're getting a new system. I'm not even sure if we have a release date or any of that stuff yet.
Let me see.
Yeah, see, you got the laptop.
Yep, we do.
Do we have a release date?
It'll be available November 7th. So as far as storage capacity, they're going to start out at 1 terabyte. Like any other one, I'm sure they'll have more options as time goes on.
It's going to start out at 1 terabyte, and then we'll
probably end up with a 5 terabyte storage.
Yeah, it's going to be the Xbox One XX.
Yeah.
And it's going to have 2 terabytes. And let's hope they don't ever go the triple X one because
be a little adult.
Yeah, a little adult.
But it has a 6 teraflop GPU, which pretty powerful, obviously. 4K resolution, and I believe it's going to be 4K at 60 frames per second.
Yeah, it is.
Easily.
I'm sure it would be.
Maybe the best feature is that they're continuing their backwards compatibility. So it's going to play any Xbox One game, as well as a lot of Xbox 360 games. I don't know if you knew that.
They say that. I don't... Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but it's only certain... for the Xbox One and the 360, it's only certain Xbox 360 games that are backwards compatible.
Yeah, but they're making more and more every month.
They say yeah, but for the super obscure games, they'll probably I bet they'll never.
No. Some of them will never be. But in all honesty, the further time goes on, the less you're gonna care.
I
wish they'd make backwards compatible, and as far as I know, they still haven't. I haven't looked in a while, but I think the old NCAA football games would be really cool if they made those backwards compatible because. Then they can't make any more NCAA football games due to the lawsuit or whatever.
You think what's the newest one?
2014.
That's the newest one.
NCAA game?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2014. So it would have been 2013 is when it came out.
Yeah, man, you'd think that they would just maybe they are doing this. They would just keep updating the roster so you can just keep.
They do. People do. You can download new rosters. But I mean, the game, let's be honest, it's showing age at this point. What I've heard, though, is that they have started paying off some of the... So basically, they have to pay a certain amount to each person. And it's like a total of $60 million, and they've started paying that out.
Is Madden still going?
Yeah, Madden's good, because Madden, you can use player names and stuff. But basically, what the lawsuit was about, you're not allowed to make money off of college athletes, right? So they were making... Some players sued because they're douches, right? Mm-hmm. And they're getting greedy, and they're like, I sucked, and I wasn't good enough for the NFL. So... Screw y'all's game, I'm going to take it away just so I can have... I think they're all getting like $1,000 each, so... Ugh. Yeah. So anyways, but they were saying that they were using too close to their height and weight and a similar face. And therefore, because of that... People,
and they're just like, don't use my likeness.
And their number. That. Yeah, and their number. So,
okay.
Just kind of dumb. But they're apparently working on making another one out. But go ahead and go back to the Xbox One X. But...
Well... Right now, it's literally just got announced. There's not too much out, but go say that. Release date again.
November 7th.
November 7th. So
and it's gonna be at the $4.99 mark.
Dude, that's the perfect time because that's gonna be around Thanksgiving, and the next month will be Christmas.
And you know
my goodness!
The next Call of Duty games that you guys are still crazy enough to buy is gonna be coming out right around then. If you're still playing Call of Duty.
Ugh. Do you also play Call of Duty? Is that a thing?
Not if you were born before the year 2000.
Like
they lost me at shortly, probably I'm trying to think Modern Warfare 3. It's probably the last.
I don't know. I think that's about me too. I'm out of I
played some after, but it was not really.
That's where they lost me. I didn't even enjoy it, to be honest. I was playing because
Modern Warfare 2 was the last one. Black Ops was the last one.
Black Ops was that's the last one.
Black Ops 2 was pretty good.
I didn't play it. I bet I would have liked it, but I already hopped off the Call of Duty train by then. But I mean, there's Call of Duty World War II. That's coming out. Which that's kind of cool because now we're not in the insane space age of jetpacks and space and all kinds of the crazy stuff. Which it kind of lost me there. I don't care too much for that. But honestly, I don't really care too much for World War II either. But
no, not at all. I don't have any. We've already been there. So many times.
We've already been there, but. Battlefield 1 showed us. It's awesome.
But that was cool. I mean, in a way, it was a different war.
Well, yeah, we never.
But I guess World War II would be Call of Duty's not going to play like that. Let's just be honest. No. It's not going to be that kind of realism. It's going to be arcadey. Whichever person's game lags the least wins.
It's going to be Call of Duty.
It's going to be Call of Duty.
Yes, and it's going to be.
Somehow you're going to run a gun with World War II weapons.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but you're going to.
Maybe I'm sure.
You probably have a red dot somehow.
Well, yeah, they did that before, but it wasn't red. It was a little black dot.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it's already existed. Like they've done that in Battlefield 1. Like there's guns and stuff in there that I'm pretty sure shouldn't exist. But the game. Some people wouldn't play the game if all there was
no, they're all
World War I.
They're World War I guns.
Yep,
I'm pretty positive. Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure there's machine guns and stuff in there. I don't know if those existed in World War I. At least not ones that you can carry around.
I think there is.
I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know when that came out. Point is, Battlefield 1, they went back to World War I, and it's a fun game. Fun game.
I mean, Call of Duty is going back to its roots, so maybe
that is cool. I do like that.
Maybe they're trying to reawaken their.
Yeah, because Call of Duty right now, y'all are pretty dead.
Yeah.
Super dead.
Well, I mean, not in terms of sales. Well, they're going down.
It's pretty bad. Battlefield 1 whooped them.
Yeah, it did, which is weird because Call of Duty is the king for so long.
I remember that's all we did in middle school, man. And probably most of y'all people in middle school. Yeah. That's your whole. I mean, even middle school now, maybe that's still your whole life. If you're one of my people, not one of his.
The only thing I don't like about the Xbox One X so far is that I feel like, and they talk about it's really just a refresh of the Xbox One S, but I wish it would look a little bit more different. So the only real difference is that it's in all black. It looks like the top's smooth now instead of having some holes in it.
Yeah.
And then they moved the CD drive to a more hidden place. I mean, it looks better. It looks like it's just a more clean version of the Xbox One S. The CD drive appears to be hidden right below the top level.
That makes more sense now as to why it's so cheap. It's because it's kind of
it was just a refresh instead of a total new design. Yeah. So they're probably able to spend a little less time on R&D, and really all they had to figure out was how to put the parts.
I wonder how Sony's going to respond to this.
Well, the problem is Sony. They can't for a while because they've already got so much money tied up in their PS4 Pro. You know, because I mean that just it came out a year ago, so I guess.
And their VR stuff too.
But did they announce anything at all? Do you know if they announced
Oh,
anything?
they've announced stuff. I have to look over it, but they haven't announced a new console. I know that much.
I'm just gonna see if there's any like rumors about it.
Let me see.
You can keep talking about what you're talking about.
But anyway, we're about to wrap up in this Xbox One. We're gonna start talking into like actual video game trailers and stuff that have been announced. Which, oh guys, the Bethesda conference. I love me some Bethesda, y'all. But my goodness, they didn't really deliver. They didn't talk about too much exciting. I guess there's Evil Within 2, but the first one, I mean, me personally, I didn't care for it. Like, it's cool. It was supposed to be close to Resident Evil or whatever, but you know, it didn't seem like a fun game. It seemed just a little janky. It didn't really deliver. So, I mean, maybe they'll fix their mistakes the second time around with the Evil Within 2. But I mean, I don't really even know what it's going to be about. If we're going to have any of the same characters or any of this stuff. But I watched the trailer and it looks cool. You know, but you can say that about any video game that it looks cool, the trailer. You actually got to get in there and, you know, we get some gameplay and see. But I guess we'll have to wait around and see what happens there. But man, I was hoping that they would talk about a new Fallout or a new Elder Scrolls. Oh my goodness, I would have loved if they would have talked about the new Elder Scrolls, which is like Skyrim and stuff. I don't know how much you care about that.
I'm not a huge RPG guy.
I know. I remember whenever
I need to know where the game wants me to go.
No, you don't do well with open world.
I don't do well with open world because usually I'll go to a place where I don't belong at the level that I'm at, and essentially
I remember you like in Fallout 3 or something. Like you like were just stopped by a locked door.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Well, in Fallout 3, it's not a locked door anymore. I got out of that. So okay. I eventually figured out how to get out of that. And by the way, guys, if our battery dies, you may see some cuts. We may have to charge it up a little bit more on our GoPro. We literally bought this GoPro today to make this video. So
yeah, we're new.
And we charge it up.
Give us some passes.
So I got out of there, and now I'm in this to get to where I have to go because I learned how to go where I'm supposed to go. Mm-hmm. But I've gotten myself into so much trouble that I can't ever get there. Because what I figured out is the only route I can take is I have to go either over this bridge or under it. And it doesn't matter which way you go.
Fallout 3?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what part you're at.
I don't know what part it is either. I haven't played it in over a year, probably 2 years. Maybe even longer than that.
At this point, I mean, Fallout 3 is awesome. And Fallout New Vegas is awesome.
What about 4?
Fallout 4 is so good.
But anyway,
so good.
I can't get past this monster. It kills me every time, and I don't have any power to defeat it, at all. I can't do it. I'm done. The game's over for me. Unless I want to restart entirely.
Well, there's always a way. Look.
For you.
They're all going to say the same thing I'm about to say. Is get good. That's all you got to do, Brandon, is get good.
Well, I can't even get to the next thing to level up.
Then go back.
Get better.
Turn back around and go.
There's my next objective. What am I supposed to do? Oh, I guess you start killing stuff. I think I'm out of ammo.
It's an open world, man.
I'm out of ammo.
You can't do this. Go back. Go talk to people. Okay. Anyway, that's Fallout.
Sorry,
guys. That's the dream that I wanted. I wanted that new Fallout to be announced, but it's honestly too soon for that. But I would have loved if new Elder Scrolls to be announced, like supposed to be in Black Marsh, the Argonian place, the lizard people. It's gonna be there, but that's where it's rumored to be at. Gosh, that would have been so sick. But you know, Bethesda.
Real quickly on the PlayStation side of things, no console until 2018, and most likely the end of it. And I could see this end up being a problem because it'd be like if they're not in the same year, it's unfair in a way to the consumer because you're gonna end up you're gonna end up wanting both probably because every year you're gonna have one better than the other. Hello. Okay. Now we're officially back after the battery died. We also had a little malfunction there, but I think we're good. So.
Yeah. So if I remember correctly, we were talking about how disappointing Bethesda was.
Yes.
But we're gonna wrap that up, and we'll go on to the next thing, which is the freaking trailer for Spider-Man. Oh my gosh.
Spider-Man. I watched this trailer actually.
Have you?
I did. I actually did watch it.
What do you think about it?
The game. Well, it's really a gameplay thing.
Yeah. So.
I think it looks actually really similar to the last Spider-Man game that came out.
Well, I didn't play that one. So
okay.
You know I did.
Yeah, very similar. I'll tell you my number one disappointment that I've seen so far is there's several times when Spider-Man is launching, he's shooting his web onto the top of a building, and needing to continue to go, but there's no he can't launch it. He should be able to slingshot, right? He should be able to like attach to a building and then slingshot off of it.
Yeah.
If you're trying to keep going, but on this he like goes up to it and lands on his feet, and then he has to do another one every time. Like there's no slingshot animation. And I think they should have put that in. Other than that, what I did like, he can now use gadgets.
Well, yeah, because this is like Spider-Man, almost in the future, isn't it? But I believe it's 30-year-old Spider-Man.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know anything.
Well, maybe not 30, but it's an older Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yes, it is because he has a kid in this.
Really?
Yes, he has a kid.
I didn't know that.
It's older. But yeah, it's like Spider-Man that's already been established and everything for a while. You're not starting out or anything, but it looks so good. It's exciting to finally get like a new good Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
But
hopefully, is it only gonna be PS4? It is because Sony. Yeah, it's gonna be Sony exclusive. Totally.
Is it?
Because
okay.
Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, I think it's on PS4 because I think if we could have seen this thing on Xbox One X. Which, I mean, it's coming out before that, so I guess we wouldn't have either way. But it would have been cool to see it with a little bit more... That's what I'm saying. The last game was on PS4, so, you know, you're seeing a graphical improvement, but essentially you're just talking about a slightly different gameplay. And really, the combat, very similar. The game looks cool, but if you've watched Batman games, I think that his combat's too slow.
Is it copying it?
No.
Because I'll say almost all games copy
copying it.
Either copy Batman or they copy Assassin's Creed. Oh.
Yeah. And if anything, this one's closer to Assassin's Creed. He's too slow.
Think so?
Yeah, he's too slow for Spider-Man. Spider-Man should be like super quick.
That's true.
And Batman is faster currently in the video games. Batman's moving much quicker than Spider-Man is, and that shouldn't happen. But what I do like is that they've introduced a thing where you can shoot out a web thing that kind of sits on a thing and then goes off and catches somebody and catches them, which is really, really sick. So the fact that he has like gadgets to use and stuff, that's really neat to me. The suit, looking at it a little bit right now, I don't care for the white on it.
I was thinking the same thing.
I would like it to be black there.
I would like it to just be his classic Spider-Man outfit. Like,
yeah, I mean, I guess it's because he's teched up, you know. Maybe it's not supposed to be white. Maybe it's supposed to be like a metal. Maybe it's metal. No, it's definitely a fabric.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be just white. Maybe they don't look bad.
No,
but I don't know. I yearn for my classic childhood Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, I'll probably get it. I love Spider-Man, so I mean, we'll probably get the game. I don't know. It's a little weird. I think that animation-wise, I think it's where it's kind of I mean, it looks like a cool idea. There's different ways to take on enemies now than there used to be, and that's all really appreciated. But I think combat, there could be less slow motion things.
Well, it's still not done yet. Like there's still that could change.
And really, like. The biggest part where I noticed he's chasing a helicopter and like he's being slowed down because he can't just zoom past the building. He has to land on the building for a minute. And if he could just like launch up past it, that would be a lot better for him, and it would really speed up things as far as the fluidity of the gameplay. So maybe they'll put at least that animation should be easy to put in there.
You basically your complaint is it looks too slow.
It looks for a Spider-Man game.
Like you want like Spider-Man just
he's a fluid movement dude. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's super fluid. It's super fast. His senses are better in this game though. I've noticed like the Spidey sense thing that works better. So ups and downs from the last game. Overall, I'm sure it'll be better because just time for improvement. Although games have went backwards before, so let's see when we play it.
That's true.
You haven't played the last one, you really should. It's really good.
What is it? I mean, I'll know.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 game.
Oh, that one?
Yeah. They had an Amazing Spider-Man 1 game and an Amazing Spider-Man 2 game.
Never mind. No, I haven't. When you said 2, I thought you meant like old school Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2.
No, that was
that one. You know, everyone knows.
But all we ever did was swing around.
That was like the best part of the game.
But like nowadays, you have to be able to hit a building, which is realistic. Because in that one, you just shoot off the sky and swing.
Spider-Man 2?
Yeah.
I don't think so, dude.
Yeah, because you could be down by when there's no buildings, you could be down and swinging. Remember the little pier area? You could be swinging.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
I don't quite remember, guys. Y'all tell me up.
Yeah, if I'm wrong about that, let me know.
Because I think that you had to be close to a building for it to work.
Might have to.
But let's see. Next is freaking God of War. Now, I played God of War 2 and whatever God of War was on the PSP back in the day. But, oh my gosh, this looks cool.
Yeah, it looks like a Lord Voldemort and a snake down the pond, and you've got their child here. That's really sweet.
I think
just real quick, I'll see if, I don't know if you guys can really make this out, but hopefully I can put the picture in. But There's Lord Voldemort as a snake. Pretty sweet.
Yeah. But that's supposed to be, I think, the snake of the world snake, the world serpent, I think what it is. Because he's in Nordic mythology now, I believe.
Okay, yep.
Like, he's no longer, because, again, I didn't play God of War 3, so I don't know how it ends, but I'm assuming he just murder-rated everybody.
Yeah, I've never played any of them, actually.
Really? It's great. They're awesome. They're fun games.
You'll find me typically playing more of the sports side of the video games
It's
and
super
things like that.
surprising.
So.
But yeah, God of War, it's a really good character action game.
I don't know
but
about that one, do you?
Shadow of the Colossus?
Yeah.
It's an old school game. Old school game, and they revamped it, which is
that's
cool. Probably I would say one of the probably top 10, 20 games ever because it's just awesome. Awesome. The only enemies in the game are the Colossuses. All you gotta do is just climb them. And
is it Colosses or Colossuses?
Colossi?
Or Colossi? I don't know. Something.
Multiple Colossus. I'm gonna go Colossi. Colossi sounds right.
I don't know.
Big dudes.
Big dudes.
There's multiple big dudes.
It looked kind of like a rock version of the Sasquatch.
Yeah, I think they're like a mixture of like rock and like
a gorilla.
Actual like meat, like half rock, half actual like biological thing.
Oh wow!
But it's a fun classic game. Fun. So that's freaking exciting.
This one looked cool to me. However, I haven't actually watched the video yet. I'm not gonna lie.
Which one?
Assassin's Creed Origins.
I'll be honest, I haven't watched it either. But real quick,
I'm kind of bored of Assassin's Creed games, but I loved them.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie?
No. Have you seen it?
No.
That's the thing, dude. You told me this before. Like, if we would have been like around our Assassin's Creed times, Assassin's Creed 1, Assassin's Creed 2, I would have been in that theater.
Oh yeah, you had to get it out right after Assassin's Creed 2. I felt like,
I think
within
so,
a year or two. I mean, maybe you could probably go 3 years after, but now we're looking at. I don't even know when that came out.
I don't know, man. I can't even tell you the last Assassin's Creed game.
I feel like Assassin's Creed 1 was in like what 2007, 2008.
Well, don't say that, dude. It's so long.
I wonder. Let's see.
Because I got it on 360, so that sounds about right. 2006, 2007, something like that.
Let's see.
Something like that.
Let's see if they have Assassin's Creed. Yeah. We want the movie or the games.
I'm gonna bet you it's. I'll bet you 07.
2007. Yeah.
Yeah. God, 10 years ago that game came out.
2 came out in 2009. So this movie needed to be out by like 2011, 2012. 2012 was the release of Assassin's Creed 3. And I feel like that was the last truly popular one.
Assassin's Creed 3?
3 came out on... Did it not come out on 4, for real? It didn't. It only came out on PlayStation 3, wow. Assassin's Creed 3. That's like the last one I actually played. Wow,
that's the one where he's in the, America, right?
Yeah.
Well, there was more before that one. There was like the...
Yeah, the Brotherhood and Revelations, yeah. But those are 2010, 2011.
I don't know. I quit playing...
Yeah, those are the... Ezio ones, yeah.
Yeah, I quit playing after Assassin's Creed 2. I don't know.
I'll say Brotherhood. Brotherhood was really good. I played that one. I played a little bit of Revelations. I didn't finish it. I played most of 3, but I didn't finish it.
But what is this new one? Is Origins the name of it?
Yes, and it's actually taking place in, I don't know how to say that word, but it's Egypt, and it's a long time ago in Egypt.
Was it Cairo ancient? No,
Ptolemy.
I won't even try.
Yeah.
But that's cool. I'd be cool if it's like
this right here. Okay. Looks like. Other than Unity and apparently Syndicate, I didn't even hear about Syndicate.
Syndicate's the newest one, I believe.
Yeah. I haven't even been keeping up with them at all.
Well, it's like Call of Duty.
But where are these for? What about the Chronicles of India and then Russia?
I don't know.
We have not been keeping up with our Assassin's Creed games.
No, dude, they pump them
Let's
out.
just be honest, they're milking it hard.
They're milking it.
They're milking it very hard. Gosh, 2 was so good, though. 2 was so good.
2 was so good.
Because you can do more than just stab somebody. It's pretty
nice. But I hope, as far as Origin goes, again, obviously I hope it's good, but as far as story goes, I hope we see the beginning of everything. Like the beginning of the Assassins and the Paladins? Gosh, do you remember the name of the other ones?
No, they were the Templars.
Templars, that's it. Templars. I hope it's the beginning of both of those.
Which I don't think it could be, because it's in Egypt. I feel like that's got to be before or after Jerusalem, right?
I don't know. It could be during something. It could have something to do with the Crusades.
It could, I guess.
It'll be fun to see. I would love to know.
Obviously, we probably should have done more homework on this.
Oh yeah, we should have.
But I don't know. We'll watch the trailer tonight, just to, Some of you probably will
But
because you.
the God of War trailer looks cool because it's cool seeing Kratos being. You're saying Kratos, he's kind of not a great person. He's a pretty horrible person to be honest. Like there's multiple times where he kind of kills an innocent person just to further his own needs or whatever. But it's cool seeing him have to take care of his kid. Like it's kind of crazy, and it looks like the kid will actually fight with you at certain points because he's got a bow, and he like does all kinds of crazy stuff. Like maybe you activate him, maybe he just fights with you. I don't know, but it looks good, and like you can kind of tell that Kratos has age on him now.
Yeah,
because back in the day, Kratos was when he was like the first one, second one, a bad dude. He like jumping on Cyclopses, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But now you can kind of tell that he's getting older because he's not doing that stuff. And the camera is way up closer. I don't know if that's maybe like a gameplay thing, or I guess maybe they can blame the fact on Kratos is older, he moves slower now.
Yeah,
which that makes sense. But I will say it looks good. It looks awesome.
Madden, which is a game that I frequently play, they added a full story mode in that, so you need to check that out. It's called The Long Shot. I don't know a lot about it. I actually haven't watched the trailer on that yet.
I wonder if it'll be any good.
I would imagine that. I mean, it'll make it more interesting on career mode, because frankly, career mode nobody plays anymore. Also, did you see that Fallout 4 is getting a VR?
That's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
That's awesome.
And so is Doom, apparently. And then, let's see. What else?
The
Switch is getting Skyrim?
Yeah, they're getting its own version of Skyrim.
Wow, that's pretty
probably
sweet.
could play down. But that VR stuff, that wasn't the Bethesda thing. Again, like we've known about that. We've known that Fallout's is getting VR. Which, I mean, I haven't tried the VR thing, but it'd probably make me... I feel like it'd make me nauseous. I get motion sickness so easy.
Yeah, you probably would then. So, Super Mario Odyssey, I'm sure that my wife will be buying that one. She loves Mario. That'll be coming off the Switch. Yeah.
Do y'all have a Switch?
Yeah, we do have a Switch.
Well, yeah, of course you're going to get that.
Then,
Metroid Prime 4. Oh, finally we got a Metroid game.
That's the one with the dude with the hand that shoots stuff, right?
That's like, oh my gosh, dude.
Is that right?
You're going to get so much hate.
Who's Metroid?
It's a girl.
Yeah,
it's
right.
Samus.
Right, that's what I thought. Yeah, Samus.
You said the dude with the hand.
You know it looks like a dude. Whenever if you don't.
Well, yeah, it was back in the day.
I know it was a girl, but yeah, I knew that somebody had told me before it was a girl. But I still think of it. I still think of Samus as a dude, just because it looks like a dude. Or she. See, I said it again, even though I know clearly.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll give you a pass on
that. But yeah. Okay. That's what I thought.
So exciting. Okay. Dude, we haven't got a good Metroid game in
I'm not a
long,
Nintendo
long
dude.
time. I'm not really either, but
I
like
my first
Metroid.
console was like a PlayStation. I played a little bit on PlayStation 1, but mainly PlayStation 2 is my first real console.
I don't even remember. My first was a 64, but I can't remember what I played. I think those old Army Man games.
I remember you playing Metroid back in the day.
Yeah, but not on a...
What'd you play?
I played it on a GameCube, which I guess it's still Nintendo, but it's I think it's Metroid Prime. I think the first one, maybe? I don't know. I remember I couldn't beat the last boss, so I quit. So I had no idea how the game is. But either way, Metroid's awesome. I absolutely love it. But it's so exciting to see that we're getting a new one. Oh, I just hope it turns out good because the Metroid Prime game or Metroid games that come out recently kind of doo-doo. So let's hope we get a good one.
Let's see if there's anything else we really need to cover in this. Crackdown 3, isn't that about? That's where you're co-op, right? Mm-hmm. Remember you played that first one?
Crackdown's awesome. I have played the first two of them.
Oh, yeah.
Crackdown is like you're basically just a super cop.
Forza 7, so that looked pretty good to me. I like the real-time weather. Although I feel like, I remember when the PlayStation 4 came out, real-time weather was like the huge deal.
Real-time
like the
weather.
Xbox, it might have been the Xbox 360 even talked about that, yeah.
Probably, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm just, I feel like games are slowing down a little bit on their, like, how much better they're getting.
Well, because there's only so many new ideas, man.
Yeah, I guess it's just going to eventually be better textures, better skins, things like that.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's a lie. I guess there's infinite ideas technically, but it's just, I guess it's hard. It's like same thing with movies. People just keep doing a remix.
And I think, you know what, like if you really focus on trying to make something just super, super realistic, it can end up not being fun either. So if you made a racing game that was too realistic.
There's this game that came out called The Order, and it was basically just almost a movie, but it had very like super good graphics.
Really?
Probably.
What was it about?
I'm pretty sure you hunted werewolves. I believe. I don't know. I didn't play it. I just
see. Like I don't. How do some games get so much better graphics? Is it because they have a shorter storyline, or you think that's what it is?
Yeah, spend more time on it.
How do you like? Okay, I guess that makes sense. And some people are probably, I'm sure some of them just save graphical improvements for the next year because they know that they need to.
I mean, yeah, you know,
if you're doing
I have zero
game,
doubt. I have zero doubt that they could probably make games look almost like real life, but we don't have the technology to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't have a system that could handle it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, how do some people get so much more out of a system than other things? You get what I'm saying?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Why if I buy Madden on the PS4? Okay, you never experienced this problem. But if you ever play the show, which is the baseball game, it's the closest to real life of any sports game probably.
Yeah.
And then you get like Madden in there, and you're like, they don't even have cleats. Like okay, if you ever watch. If it's not on a cutscene or on a replay, and if you see the guy running, you'll notice that he doesn't have the cleat bottoms. Like the detail goes away. Yeah, the detail will go away.
Well, you got to make it go away so the game don't just explode.
Yeah, but how? I mean, why are we not?
It's like in Call of Duty. You know, you kill someone, then if you walk away for a while or whatever, the body will disappear. You can't.
Well, but that's different. It's be like if you killed them and suddenly their body was like everybody turned into the same dead body.
Well,
that's what it'd be like. Like it's like that much detail goes away. Like the numbers, like whenever you're not in the numbers on the jerseys, whenever you're not in replay or a cutscene or whatever, they're like way lower quality. Like you can barely make them out. You can't even make out the names until you go into replay mode. Like stuff like that. I just think it's weird.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not qualified to tell you. But I'm obviously thanks, dog.
I mean, well, I'm not saying you're a video game designer or anything, so I get what you're saying.
My only thing is I just play video games, really. Yeah. Really, and it's cut down a little bit since getting older and working, but I'm still trying to keep up with it best I can.
Well, is there anything else you want to talk about today?
Let's see, man. I think that's about wrapped it up. I wish there was more we could talk about. Which
there probably is, but we're running out of time today.
There's so much stuff with E3.
We got some other stuff we've got to do, but
yeah.
We've got tons of videos, and really we can... today we spent a lot of time getting prepped for this.
Yeah. And look, guys, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Yeah. We're gonna try and stick with this for a while, a pretty long time.
Yeah.
And we're gonna try and improve things. like we said. Anything you want us to change, let us know.
And if you liked what you saw today, then make sure show some support, give us a like, give us a hit the subscribe button, because that just tells us that there's people out there that actually want to listen to us, to because we don't want to be out. I mean, we're going to give it time anyway, so we understand you have to develop a fan base or whatever, but and we're going to give it time for people to be able to see it. But we're not going to sit here for years and years, spending. We have a pretty busy work schedule.
Yeah, we
work at the same place, and if we spend our entire off days making these videos, we want to make sure that there's people that care. So just drop a like, hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed what you've watched today. And there's gonna be a ton more coming. What I'm gonna do with these videos, just so you guys have a heads up, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all have the full video as our first video, and that's just because the intro was in there, and I felt like the intro we need to But I'll drop another video of just my half and just Colton's half. And typically the way we're gonna do it, you can find the full podcast on SoundCloud, and we'll see what else we can put it on, but for sure we'll get it on SoundCloud for you guys.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and we'll tell you the name when we can. We don't quite have it yet, which is probably something on the lines of like
Manly Men Podcast.
Yeah, it's gonna be something like that.
Yeah,
we'll let you know.
We're gonna try that, and then we'll have YouTube videos for you every time, but we're gonna break them down so that it's not such a burden for you guys, because we'll probably end up spending 40 minutes on topics. And
we're gonna it's gonna be like a learning process right now.
Yeah, we're just trying to figure out the best way for you guys to enjoy what what you're watching. So what we're probably gonna do is we'll split up videos based into topics. So like. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put the full podcast, and then, like I said, my half, which is the automotive half, and then Colton's half, which is the video game half. And that's what we're going to try to do.
Half right now.
Yeah.
E3
half, yeah.
E3 right now.
So,
we'll talk about other stuff later.
So we're going to try to separate it into categories for you guys, just to make it easier for you guys to watch. So, yeah. Like I said, if you like what you saw, leave a like, hit subscribe.
And, real quick, leave us a comment what you want to talk about.
Absolutely, yeah. If you got topics you guys want to hear us talk about, drop it down there, because that just helps us more. It makes it easier for our next video.
We're called the Manly Man Podcast because we want to talk about man stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we'll talk about, probably gym at some point. We'll talk about sports at some point.
Yeah.
Talk about, all this kind of stuff.
We're going to definitely do, reviews of, or Colton will, exercise routines and different pre-workouts, things like that too, just to bring to you
We're
guys.
gonna
So if you're
all that kind of stuff.
I mean, all kinds of stuff, guys. I mean,
right now we're just starting, but probably we'll say like 3 months from now, there's going to be this catalog of videos. Like maybe one day you're like, man, I wish I knew what supplement to take to go to the gym, and you're like, oh, one of those manly men guys can know.
Yeah.
Then you just go through, look, they've done a video on it.
And if we don't have a video on it, leave a comment saying you want us to do it.
Hey, you dumb idiots.
Yep. Yeah. And if you have any improvements that you know we can do right off the bat, let us know. We hope the audio is okay on this. We did have to go with just the GoPro today. Like I said, we spent most of the day trying to kind of cobble up what we could do just to get a video out to you.
But hey, if you're watching this video, and let's, if it would go somewhere, you think, remember, this is the moment where this started.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
You like to comment first? We'll be the first to subscribe.
That's crazy to think about, dude. Think about if you're the first person to comment.
Yeah.
And then, like, years later, I mean, we're probably, let's be honest, we might not go nowhere.
We may go nowhere. You may not care what we're saying.
But years later, it was a million people, and you were the first.
Yeah, try to be the first.
Maybe that's what people do say first all the time.
Maybe.
I think I just rationalized that in my own head as well.
There's no real rationalization to it, dude. Don't comment first.
Put something good.
We need advice.
Yeah, all the advice you got. All right, guys.
We'll try to also reply to comments because we don't expect
okay.
many, so expect replies for comments. And is there anything else you want to say?
Dude, I think that's good.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day, and this has been the Manly Men podcast / video podcast, and we'll see you again next week.
Keep being manly.